Hey, what's up, everyone? Sly. Hope you guys enjoying your weekend. It's going to be great knowing that we're 4-1 and we don't have to worry about the stress of Sunday football. So great to be number one. Great win against the Rams. But I want to get into it, man. I want to talk about something that I saw on Thursday that concerned me, and it's been concerning me for a while. And it popped up, and we kind of, we got to get a little lucky there. And I'm talking about Isaac Guerendo returning kicks. And we all know what happened. He fumbled the ball, but they wrote forward progress. And I know what you're going to say, but Sly, it was forward progress. It's fine. I know that. However, it was a close call, and some refs, let it play out a little bit. So it could have gone either way. But the reason I'm talking about this is because Isaac Guerendo, he's done this before. In the preseason, I think he fumbled twice. Who remembers training camp, that infamous day where he had, was it 3 or 4 fumbles in one practice? And we heard that Kyle Shanahan was just getting pissed off. And let's not forget last year. Let's not forget that in kickoff returns, he fumbled a few times too in kickoff returns. And the thing that's concerning the most, obviously that's huge. But when he returns kicks, even when he was our running back, he would always go into the freaking our blocker's ass because he doesn't have the vision. So it brings up the topic, you guys. We have a guy who really hasn't really seen the field at all. And he's a rookie, but he's rotting right now on the bench. I'm talking about Jordan James. We drafted him, was it the 4th, 5th round? What round was it? But he's a guy, at Oregon, he looked good. Well, obviously wasn't the fastest guy. That's probably why he was a later round pick. However, he was a guy that never fumbled the ball. And when I say never, never. This guy right here, 0 fumbles at in college at Oregon. Why aren't we using him? I don't want to sound messed up and all. Isaac Guerendo, he seems like a really nice guy. You see what he posts on IG. Really good guy. I strive to be like this guy as a person. Really great guy. However, I don't see it with him. It's year 2 with Isaac Guerendo. We have not seen it from him. And we have this young lion, Jordan James. Let's see what he has. I applaud Kyle this year for playing a lot of our rookies. Yeah, maybe because we have to. But here's another case where, it'll just be kickoffs and maybe special teams. But let's see what Jordan James has already. I think we've seen enough about Isaac Guerendo. Jordan James, what is he known for? Not fumbling the ball and having really good vision. Those are two, Isaac Guerendo has good speed, but he doesn't know where the hell he's going and he fumbles the ball. So, I don't know why we're waiting here. We all applaud Kyle for finally kicking the can with Jake Moody. We kicked the can. We finally said, hey, enough's enough. Enough's enough with this guy. Let's just go on, count our losses in our draft, and move on. We need to do the same exact thing with Isaac Guerendo. Yeah, I know it was another mess up. We traded up for a running back. What else is new? And it didn't work out. Ty Davis-Price, Trey Sermon, list goes on and on. Let's just move on. If we move on, we'll forget about it. It'll be over. And then what if Jordan James is actually really good? What if Jordan James gets us past the 25-yard line when returning the kick? What if he does that? Because Isaac Guerendo, every time he returns a kick, it's like to the 19, 24. These days, man, everyone's getting to at least the 32-yard line, it seems like. At least they're doing it on us all the time, getting past the 35. But to me, dude, go with the young kid. Go with the young kid, fresh legs, hasn't been banged up, hasn't played preseason. He's been healthy, ready to go for the past, 3-4 weeks now. Put him in there. Let us see. Let us see. And you know what? Heck, he might be able to take some snaps from Robinson, because Robinson, he's been all right, but he hasn't had the burst. We knew he wasn't having the burst, but he really hasn't found the holes either. Both Christian McCaffrey and Robinson have it. Maybe he could give us a little burst. Get us a few carries a game, 2-3 carries a game. See how he does. That's all I'm saying, man. Let's just not keep waiting. Wait till year 2, year 3. For these guys to finally get an opportunity. I say do it right now, man. Let's do it right now. See what he has. And again, it's just kickoffs. Like, what's there to lose? We already know that. It's nerve wracking with Guerrero out there returning kicks. It reminds me every time I see him catch the ball and about to return a kick. It reminds me of Jake Moody when Jake Moody goes out for a kick. Every time I would be like, oh my gosh, doing rituals, doing all this stuff. Like, man, is this guy gonna miss it? That's the same thing with Isaac Guerrero. I was like, is this guy gonna fumble? And when he got the ball, I'm like, oh, there's Isaac Guerrero, and then he fumbled it, and then they were forward progress. I was like, oh, thank gosh, because that was a close play. You gotta admit it could have gone either way. If it was another ref, sometimes they let it blow to the whistle. I still remember when was it 2012 when Dante Hittner whacked the crap. Who was that? Who was the running back from the New Orleans Saints when he just beat the crap out of them? And it was a fumble, and a lot they were arguing whether it was like forward progress or what. I just remember that was an awesome play where they just lost that ball. And I don't know. I just don't want to risk it, man. I don't want to risk it with Isaac Guerrero, dude. He has stone hands, man. He has stone hands, and I don't know. I don't like what I saw. I didn't like what I saw of him. And I remember Miami last year. He coughed up the rock. I think once or twice, returning kicks, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, man. I like what I saw out of Jordan James in college. I like the vision, and they had some really good teams over there in Oregon. And he would always know exactly which hole to go at. He would just hit the hole and go. He, obviously not the fastest, was like a 4.5, 4.6 guy, but he had great vision, man. Great vision. It was to me, they were comparing Jordan James a little bit like Frank Gore, which I really liked. A guy that hardly fumbled the ball, good blocker, good pass protector. And yeah, I really liked his highlights. So I would love to see him get that opportunity, just like all these other guys, and look at what's happened with all these young cats that have been playing. Obviously it's been up and down, but there's been a lot of positive. And by next year, man, I think these guys will be, oh yeah, I've been there, done that. And they'll be better next year. They're all young pups, 21, 22-year-olds. Maybe wait till they get in their man strength and whatnot. They're going to be ready to go. Same thing with Jordan James. Get him the opportunity now, because we don't want, Christian McCaffrey touching the ball, what is it, like 35 plus times a game? Dude, that's not going to last, man. It ain't going to last. And I do not want Guerrero back there as a running back. I've already seen that, man. I've already seen that. Just not a good, no vision Guerrero. We all know that. So that's my take on it. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree with that, or if we just leave Isaac Guerrero and Sky Moore back there, return kicks, and just let it be. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you next time. All right. Peace.